fee schedule for the township transfer site and would like the board to approve it. Motion by True, second by Fleischauer to approve the fee schedule for the township transfer site. Motion passed. Public comment information from Ron Fryer and Mary Kinney. No additional business. A motion by Fleischauer, second by True, to adjourn to an executive session at 8:20 p.m. And at the conclusion of the executive session, we will reconvene to a regular board meeting to adjourn. Motion passed. Executive session called to order at 8:25 p.m. Attorney Kelly Page presented information on the topic and discussion followed. Executive session ended with a motion by Landis, second by True, to adjourn the executive session at 9:10 p.m. and to go back to a regular board meeting. Motion passed. The regular board meeting was reconvened at 9:11 p.m. Motion by True, second by Landis, to adjourn the regular board meeting. Motion passed. Meeting adjourned at 9:12 p.m. That was the regular meeting.
Do you want to do it all at once? Go ahead and read the other ones, or do you want to adopt these first?
We should adopt this one and then read the next one.
Is there any discussion on the minutes from the last meeting?
Make a motion the meetings be approved as read. Second.
It's been moved and seconded to adopt the minutes of the last meeting. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Special minutes?
And then we had our special meeting after our annual meeting this last Saturday, March 31st. Special meeting held on Saturday, March 31st. Members present: Joe True, Carl Lives, Robert Milhouse, Tom Landis, and Carmen Fleischauer. The special meeting was called to order at 8:19 a.m. The budget for April 1st, 2012 to March 31st, 2013 was presented for review. A motion by Landis, second by Davis, to approve the supervisor's salary of $18,000 for the fiscal year of April 1st, 2012 to March 31st, 2013 as presented in the budget. Roll call vote showed Landis, Davis, Milhouse, Fleischauer, and True all in favor of the motion. Motion passed. A motion by Milhouse, second by Landis, to approve the assessor's salary of $16,200 for the fiscal year of April 1st, 2012 to March 31st, 2013 as presented in the budget. Roll call vote showed Milhouse, Landis, Fleischauer, True, and Davis all in favor of the motion. Motion passed. A motion by Milhouse, second by Fleischauer, to approve the clerk's salary of $18,000 for the fiscal year of April 1st, 2012 to March 31st, 2013 as presented in the budget. Roll call vote showed Milhouse, Fleischauer, Landis, True, and Davis all in favor of the motion. Motion passed. Motion by Davis, second by Milhouse, to approve the treasurer's salary of $18,000 for the fiscal year of April 1st, 2012 to March 31st, 2013 as presented in the budget. Roll call vote showed Davis, Milhouse, Fleischauer, Landis, and True all in favor of the motion. Motion passed. A motion by Milhouse, second by True, to approve the trustee's salary of $3,000 each trustee for the fiscal year of April 1st, 2012 to March 31st, 2013 as presented in the budget. Roll call vote showed Milhouse, True, Davis, Landis, and Fleischauer all in favor of the motion. Motion passed. A motion by Milhouse, second by True, to levy the maximum tax levy allowable under the law, and then it will be rolled back by the Headley Amendment by law. Roll call vote showed Milhouse, True, Davis, Fleischauer, and Landis all in favor of the motion. Motion passed. A motion by Landis, second by Fleischauer, to approve the budget as presented for the fiscal year April 1st, 2012 to March 31st, 2013. Roll call vote showed Landis, Fleischauer, Milhouse, True, and Davis all in favor of the motion. Motion passed. A motion by Davis, second by True, to amend the current budget of April 1st, 2011 to March 31st, 2012 with the final figures as presented. Roll call vote showed Davis, True, Landis, Fleischauer, and Milhouse all in favor of the motion. Motion passed. A motion by Davis, second by Milhouse, to approve a resolution 03-31-2012, which is the fund balance classification policies and procedures known as the GASB 54. Motion passed. Public comment: Robert Milhouse asked for minutes of the meeting of the CIA and copies of any resignations that the CIA had received. Robert Milhouse brought up the fact that David Springsteen no longer has a business open in the township and he lives in Cass County, that he needs to needs to be removed from the CIA board. He also is past due on his personal property taxes. A motion by Milhouse, second by Landis, to remove David Springsteen from the CIA board and send him a notice. Roll call vote showed Milhouse, Landis, Davis, and Fleischauer in favor of the motion, and True opposed. Motion passed. Motion by True, second by Landis, to adjourn the special meeting. Motion passed. Meeting adjourned at 8:30 a.m.
Is there a motion to adopt the special meeting minutes?
So move.
Second.
It's It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Treasurer's report?
Treasurer's report for the month of March in the general fund. We had a beginning balance of $170,566.24. Made deposits in the amount of $132,029.95. Paid bills in the amount of $37,019.68. Ending balance in the general fund of $265,586.51. Current tax fund, we had a beginning balance of $480,916.97. Made deposits of $151,490.09. Disbursements of $630,778.36. Ending balance in the current tax fund, $1,628.70. Delinquent tax fund, we had a beginning balance of $164.03, a deposits of $281.85, and ending balance of $445.88.
Did you want to bring something else up?
Yes, I'd just like to report that as bad as the economy seems to be, the Keeler Township seems to do quite well. We collected 94% of the property taxes. That includes summer and winter. We'll receive the other 6% in June when the county makes their revolving tax fund disbursement to us, and we'll collect all the taxes. At that time, when I turn those in, the treasurer lists a warrant to me to collect the personal property taxes, which is the responsibility of the treasurer. It does not go to the county. Treasurer's responsibility to collect those taxes, and she issues a warrant for that. So at this time, I'm presenting the board with a copy of the personal property taxes that are delinquent for the summer and winter of 2011, which will be collected. I have sent these people 3 bills. The last one they'll receive, the last day to pay is the end of May, and at that time, I turn it over to a collection agency. So I'm going to give a copy of each person on
The last date is May 31st, and then
That's
you
correct. I turn it over to collect. This one shows June because I just run this off today, but they received one earlier.
You good?
And that's all I have.
Treasurer's report will stand as read. Is there a motion to pay the bills as audited?
So moved.
Moved and seconded. Pay the bills as audited. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The bills will be paid. Don, you're up.
Thank you, Joe. There's 2 items I'd like to address. One was we had a hearing for combining the registered deeds with the clerk's office, and the other is personal property tax, near and dear to townships, especially because of utilities, and that's something that they're looking on Lansing. On the registered deeds, our previous one passed away, and since October she was pretty sick, so there was 2 people in the office, a chief deputy and one other deputy, and they'd been running the office for the last 6 months. And if there were ever in the Constitution allows to combine the registered deeds in the clerk's office and not have eliminate that position. But you need to have the parties involved receptive. And at this time, our Jill Arnold, who was the chief deputy, didn't want to run for election for registered deeds, and she would be was in favor of combining the office, and it would be under our clerk, Tina Larry. She was receptive to this, and also her chief deputy, which would have to do some more work. So with all the 3 parties involved, were receptive to combining. It appeared that we could save probably $50,000 because the registered deeds total package is about $83,000 with benefits, and we thought we'd give these 3 people probably $4,000 or $5,000 each, hire a part-time person, no benefits, for $15,000 a year, and it appeared that was that could work. The registered deeds office 10 years ago used to do $1.2 million worth of business. This last couple of years, only $300,000 worth of business. There isn't near the volume that it used to be. So it was an ideal situation to make the combination, I felt, and so we checked with many counties. Of 83 counties, there are 33 counties that have combined offices, and there's been 3 or 4 of them just recently in the last 2 months. It's a trend because of trying to be more efficient in government. But many of the elected officials throughout the combined offices recommended not doing it, so we had a vote, and it had to be a supermajority. It was 4-3 to combine the office, but it lost because it has to be a supermajority. I was in favor of combining because we're looking at saving some money, because our projected costs by 2015, the county's going to collect $1.5 million less than our expenses. So we need to make some cutbacks. We thought we would probably do that without this judge being appointed, but powers to be are going to appoint another judge, and that was saving us $158,000 a year. The other suggestion by the prosecutor's office to save money is that the judges would move all the criminal cases to Pawpaw, so they wouldn't have to drive back to South Haven. And he said that would save about $110,000. We presented that to the judges. That didn't fly either. So this was another chance to save $50,000, and I voted for it, but that didn't work. So we'll have to look for some other ways to save money. The other situation, as far as the Lieutenant Governor was speaking about property taxes, and they want to do away with personal property, but there's three main parts of personal property majority. There's utilities, commercial, and industrial. Well, he looked at it, he says, the reason we're looking at making these changes is to improve business conditions in Michigan. He says in the utility companies, he says they aren't going to move their lines and go to China, so we don't need to cut back on their personal property. And then they looked at commercial, and commercial is where they're delivering refrigerators and freezers, and he says the majority of people, they've got to be close by to deliver those appliances, so we aren't going to adjust that very much. But the situation with an industry, let's say K&M, which is right next to the Indiana border, and they buy a $300,000 machine, the state of Michigan sends them a tax bill. If they were in Indiana, they would get sent a tax credit. So that makes it a sort of unfair competition. So that's why they feel they have to make some adjustment on personal property. But he says that they aren't going to do it till about 2015, and they're going to try to make up a portion of it or a majority of it with some tax credits. So it's just something that's going to be very difficult. It's a good thing they didn't go with utilities, because your townships collect quite a bit of money on utilities, and they aren't going to touch that. But industry is going to be adjusted by that. That's all I have.
Thank you, Don. Anybody have any questions for Don? I don't think Rick is here tonight. Anybody have anything for the road commission that I can pass on to him?
Just what we discussed on those trees, if you get a hold of Rick, then we'll call and we'll look at
Got that one. They're supposed to come down and start cleaning drains, and I think there's a couple drain tubes that are going to have to be replaced.
The ditch right down the road from us, just north of the road just south of the station there.
Picture short.
Right. No, Race Court.
Race Court.
We had that issue last year, and the problem was it was getting plugged up. The guy who lives there complained to us about it. We tried to see if we could do something. We couldn't do anything with it. So the road commission come out, they dug it all out. He filled it full of leaves again. It's going to do the same thing. We're just going to plug up and the water's not going to flow.
Okay. I was out with them and I looked at all the drains, so they are going to clean them all again this year. They're going to give me a bid on the water that stands up by the gas station there on the county road on 690, and possibly put a drain there to run into the ditch across to Montgomery. So whether that's a reality or not, but they were going to try to work something up and show us some plans. Anything else on the road commission? Ambulance report?
I did not get anything faxed, because I think with the time frame, probably will get it emailed to me and I can pass it on to you guys.
Okay. Fire department, Sister Lights?
Yeah, we had 2 runs in the township. I apologize for not being here last month. My dates kind of got mixed up. I did give a report to Joe, so I also gave Joe and Carl a copy of our year-end report, so if anybody wants to look at that.
Keeler?
Had 5 EMS runs and no fire calls. And we'd like to ask the board to appoint the same officers as last year. The chief has all the applications and everything. He can't make it tonight, he's a little ill. The only change in that would be Dwight Hayes. We would step down to having only 1 assistant chief.
So Dwight's stepping down?
Well, Dwight has resigned, he moved out of the area.
Okay.
So we want
Everything else is the
everything else
same?
we'd like to keep the same.
Need a motion on that to approve
I
that?
think I don't remember what they did in the past,
I
but I
think
know
so.
we give the hiring committee the applications and they look at it. We just want to present it tonight.
I need a motion to approve the same officers as last year for Keeler Fire Department.
Hey,
Dwight Hayes, right?
Mines and drive.
We'll drop Dwight Hayes.
So moved.
Is there a second? Okay, moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Code enforcement, Greg, if you got time?
Yeah. Code enforcement, well, I guess the only thing I have for code enforcement is the Bryan residence from last month. We got the vehicles out of there, so probably look a lot better. So,
I noticed that, good job. Who's that?
Oh, over in 60?
No, the one over on.
Down in the hollow, past the church.
So he got it all taken care of at the time that I gave him, so.
We appreciate that.
Other than that, that's all I have.
Okay, your deputies report?
Yep, last month, 79 property inspections, 35 traffic stops, handled 5 criminal complaints, 1 felony arrest, 12 misdemeanor arrests, 3 non-criminal complaints, 5 traffic complaints, 1 OWI, 1 suspended license, wrote 10 tickets. I assisted the sheriff's office twice. I assisted Hartford and Pokagon 7 times. Ran stationary radar, made 6 field contacts. I had 1 crime tech follow-up from the larceny and served a couple subpoenas.
Any questions for Greg? Thanks,
He
Greg.
did serve the paper on Gracie.
Yep, I know, yep. We go to court too, the
Oh,
9th.
yes, I did, yep.
Because she's supposed to be at a hearing on April 9th, I think that's.
Yep. Yeah, I got that to her.
She came in for a building permit. She sent somebody in for a building permit. He wasn't a licensed contractor, and we denied the permit that night because it needs to go to court and get an answer from the judge. Yeah.
See, she was painting over there across the street. Looked like they were painting the barn.
It's not gonna do them any good now.
That's the least it needs is paint, right?
They were scraping and painting over there all day one day.
Zoning report, you got anything, Alan?
Do you want me to do the planning commission too?
Sure.
Planning commission met last week and had a site plan review for an in-home business on 687, a gal who does bakery stuff for the panel room and 2 other restaurants, is gonna move her business to her house, and then she'll do custom baking. She left a menu, so if any of you want cakes or cupcakes or pies or anything, I don't think she does pies, but.
Was it that, Alan?
And she brought in samples, didn't she, Alan?
And she lives only about a quarter mile from Bill, so probably, you know, he could pick and deliver them, you know. Our planner was here, and we, LS&L Planning, Paul LeBlanc, and he had a number of issues that we brought up about in our zoning book, and he's taken a look at those, and since then, I've had Don Blackman called me, and there's about 3 other issues that we didn't include that, and I'm gonna call him tomorrow and have him include that. So we're working on updating our planning book, and then we do have another site plan review coming up this month, so we'll be meeting again on the 4th Tuesday, and I'm supposed to have a guy want to get a variance this month, so he's supposed to give me the application now.
Thanks, Alan.
The variance will go through the zoning.
It goes to the ZBA.
We had the border review last month, 3 days, for my first one being the secretary on the border review. I thought it went extremely smooth because I think we had a good border review. Just a little update on that. CIA report?
Yes, last time I looked, the CIA had 43 participants signed up already. We have a meeting scheduled for Thursday, I believe at 2 o'clock.
I think it says 3.
2 or 3?
I think 3 on the.
3 o'clock, okay. At the last meeting, or at Saturday's meeting, we had a request to have Barb Fisher's resignation presented to the board. Last I knew, we had to have that presented to the CIA board first before I presented to the board. I was planning on doing that Thursday and then presented at the next township board.
I believe.
No, I
Through you.
I think you ought to,
However you guys want
as
to
soon
do
as the meeting is over Thursday,
it. And then
give me a
present,
copy of it and I'll take it to the
yeah,
board.
however you guys want to do it, it's fine with me.
Because it should be, we need to end it.
Yeah, that's good with me.
Okay.
However you guys want to do it. At the last CIA meeting, we had recommended that we had a $3,000 budget for advertising. I would like to present it to the board that if that's okay with you guys, we'd like to have a motion that that's okay for advertising this year.
Out of your budget, right?
Mm-hmm.
No problem with that, I support that.
Has it been moved? We'll put a motion on the table, a motion to approve $3,000 for advertising for the CIA
Yeah, out of their budget.
out of their budget.
What they have programmed down there, I didn't read that off. We started the month with $12,060 at deposits of $2,150 and ending of $14,210.70.
Right.
So the money's there.
Has there been any other deposits made since then?
Nope, if that's right up to date from March.
So did you move?
Yes.
Okay.
Second.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Legal update.
Nothing additional other than Ms. Hendrickson's hearing, I believe, is Monday. So.
Okay. I think we're going to either pass a resolution or make a motion to go ahead and take the top off of Bachelor's property and not prolong this. Well, it may prolong it further, I don't know, but
Continue with the filing.
I think the board's consensus is, and we'll take a vote on it tonight to let you know that rather than do a penalty type thing situation, you know, like everybody's saying, we can just throw the zoning book out the door, I guess, at that point.
Okay.
So
Makes sense.
I make a motion that we continue with the Bachelor to have it brought into compliance.
I support that motion.
It's been moved and supported. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Motion carried. Anything further?
No.
Okay. Old business, the only old business that I was going to bring up was the Crooked Lake public hearing, April 28th, just to remind everybody that it's going to be on Saturday. I don't know if anybody else has got any old business to bring up or not.
And if they can attend that meeting, all it is to get information for or against. We don't make any decisions on it at that meeting, and they can also write letters if they want to.
That's correct. I've been in contact with the DNR, and we're on the right track, and they will set their meeting up after they get the information from our meeting, so. And normally, it's about 2 months after our meeting that they'll have one. I mean, it could be quicker, maybe longer, I don't know. It's up to them. Any new business?
I don't know if it'd be new business or, but at our first meeting of the year, we need to set our township meeting dates, even though we know they're the first Tuesday of each month at 7:30. We have a conflict on August and November, so these are the dates that we should probably approve tonight. Everybody wants a copy. One more down there. So the normal first Tuesday would be April 3rd, May 1st, June 5th, July 3rd, and then August meeting, which would be August 7th, falls on the primary election day, so I suggest we move it to the second Tuesday. That would be August 14th, then September 4th, October 2nd, and then our first Tuesday in November will be the general election, which will be November 6th. I suggest that we change that to November 13th, and then our December 4th, January 8th, February 5th, March 5th. We just, we're supposed to have that on file after the first meeting.
I'll make the motion that we approve these dates for our next meetings.
I'll second.
It's been approved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Any other new business?
Correspondent, oh no, that's new business. Correspondence, that's, the other two are correspondence.
Okay. We can go with the correspondence.
Every year we get mowing, trimming, and landscape to do our 5 access sites, and they've submitted a bid to do that. There's 4 copies there. And they haven't gone up from the last 2 years. They will do, it says mowing and string trimming access sites every 2 weeks. Little Cripple Lake, Round Lake, Lover's Lane, Magician Lake, Round Lake across from the bowling alley, Big Crooked Lake, which is Center Street. They show the amounts per application for a total of $231. And I would entertain a motion to approve mowing, trimming, landscape to do our public access sites.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the mowing, trimming, and landscaping appraisals for the current properties listed.
There's a public access sites, yeah.
Yep. All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye, opposed? Motion carried.
And the other one I have is the Michigan Liquor Control sent out a notice saying as of April 1st, the Michigan Liquor Control Commission is changing the procedure for obtaining approval on when people change their liquor licenses or somebody sells their business and somebody else takes it over. It says that the commission is requiring that the applicant to directly submit requests for these local approvals to the local government or local law enforcement agency. Before it was an option. If we didn't respond within 30 or 60 days, the State Liquor Control Commission would approve it already. So I just think we should probably put that on, just as a notice that it was public correspondence. I don't think we have to vote on it. It says just continue that they will only consider transfers if they come through the township first on an application.
Anything else? Nothing else? Public comment? Keith?
The school board is still discussing various plans. I'm wondering if the board could invite them to give a presentation before the millage comes up. That's just my suggestion.
They don't have anything scheduled for a millage. The only thing they have for the May election is the renewal of the operating.
Yeah, they've pushed it till the August, they've stated.
They've not come up with it. They might still be in the discussion stage.
Right.
Because a couple people had called me and I said, no, I've not received anything, and it'll come through the county if they submit any kind of a special.
I know at the last school board meeting, they said April 9th. I guess they've changed their mind on moving everything to the high school, and they have 7 new proposals, and whether they have any focus or not, but the last I knew, they're still looking at doing a millage vote in August, so it'd be nice to kind of know what they actually are planning.
I've got the administrator's number. He's not real happy with me after my last comments, but I can call him and see if they are receptive to having a meeting out here, unless anybody on the board objects to something like that.
No, I don't.
Thanks.
Got a question.
Don?
Since Mr. Lozada is here tonight, over 2 years ago, he indicated that he was working on our ISO rating, which is the insurance rating that we have in this township. I'd like to know precisely what he's accomplished so far and what remains to be done before we can obtain an intelligent review.
Well, I guess I'll let Rod kind of go in depth with that.
Sure. We've completed the installation and testing of all the hydrants in the area. That's been done for quite some time. There's 3 farm wells that have been secured for it. We've got the backbone of the water supply established. I just drafted the letter for inviting ISO out to do a review of our area. And I've been in contact with them. They should come out. It's at their discretion, but hopefully yet this spring to do a review of the department. They'll look at our equipment. We just did an audit of the entire ISO project in March. And everything looked very favorable to push this through and get it accomplished. So we're very hopeful that we'll have something accomplished by spring.
What would the rating be going forward?
Because you're 9 right now, aren't you?
We're at a 9 now. Dropping to an 8 would give us about a 30% savings on tax premiums. So we're hoping for an 8.
You meant insurance premiums.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Our insurance premiums. We don't know if it'd go lower than that. It may, but the big drop in insurance premiums is a 9 to an 8, and then if we're able to drop 6 to a 5, there's another big break. But without a municipal water supply in, that's pretty unlikely.
Any other public comments?
What is the range on that? Isn't there like so many miles or something that it doesn't make any difference? Whether you got a 1, if you're more than 5 miles, it makes no difference.
8, if you're outside the 5 miles, yes, you're correct. And also if you're within 1,000 feet of the hydrant, then that also has a possibility.
But if you're out in the country, I mean, you're SOL. You know, I'm 6 miles from Decatur, so it doesn't make a difference what they rate. You know.
Any other public comment? Bill?
Yes, I'd just like to announce that I turned a petition in tonight to the clerk to run for township supervisor.
Thank you. It's going to be fun.
Yep.
Under correspondence, I did find that there are 2 workshops. The MTA has one for topics that says potential legal speed bumps, 10 topics to tackle today. So there's a 5 meeting areas around the state: Marquette, Gaylord, Frankenmuth, Big Rapids, and Battle Creek. If anybody wants to attend one of these, I just need to send it in. The date in Battle Creek was April 20th. The other one is, I've never attended one. It's a traffic safety training for elected and appointed officials. Has anybody ever attended one though? It's held, it's on the back side here. It's held at, to register, call the Center for Technology and Training office. There's 3 places they'll have it: April 23rd in Lansing, April 24th in Kalamazoo County Road Commission, and April 30th at the Horizon Conference Center in Saginaw. So if anybody wants to attend that one, let me know. It just says to call to register if anybody wants to attend one. Traffic safety. Closest one for us would be the Kalamazoo County Road Commission. And the other one is Battle Creek from this. If anybody wants to attend, just let me know. And then the Van Buren County, does everybody get the road commissions, Van Buren County newsletter? You guys get the minutes?
I get it by
Okay.
computer.
So that's their most recent one. I usually stick them up there on the board. That's all I got, sorry.
Okay, any other public comment?
I would like to know if there was anything that came up with the Dave Springsteen issue. I did speak with him and he said that he had filed the paperwork 2 years ago saying that he wasn't responsible for any personal property tax.
I did some investigation on it. I talked with Bill to see if he remembered getting anything on it. I talked with Ted, our assessor, who says he has something on file from Springsteen, but he doesn't know what it is. And I looked through the CIA book to determine what qualifications were needed to remove somebody for cause. And at this point, I think it's going to stand as is. I'm still voting no. I don't think anybody wants to change anything on the board. Apparently not.
He's got the option to come in.
I know. I'm waiting for him to come back from Florida to show me something, what he's got, if he's got anything, or what he's filed. I would assume he's got copies of it.
I have no board reviews on record that shows that, Mary, and he's received tax bills for the last 3 years. And if he's received them for the last 3, why didn't you come the first year and bring that to the treasurer's office, to the board review? And I have no board reviews to make that change. And the county does not either, because I checked with the county.
I think the board of review, if he doesn't have personal property, would be receptive to, if we need to go to either July or December board review to take care of errors or corrections, and he can get that part of it.
Sure.
But he's still responsible for 2011.
He needs to let them know.
But he's still responsible for 2011 bill.
Yes, if he was in business on December 31st of 2010, that's tax day for 2011.
So that's going to stand as previous. Any other public comment? Guess not. Anything else from the board?
I just, everybody knows that the only thing that will take place here on May 8th is the Wajet Union Schools has the operating millage renewal proposal, and that's for people that have secondary residence. They're asking that they continue to levy the statutory rate of 18 mills on all property except principal residence. So anybody that has a second residence, you'll pay the higher 18 mills on that. And that's here at the town hall on May 8th. Going to see the sample ballot. So
And
everybody
that's for the
in
registered voters here in
the
Keeler.
Wajet School District registered voters only, so that covers 3/4 of our township, which is about 90th Avenue and over is the Wajet School. People that are, you would know that by your property tax, it would say what school district you're in. Yeah. That's it for me.
Any other public comment?
Will that impact your meeting for next month, or for the month of May?
No, our meeting's May 1st.
Last chance. Any public comment?
Make a motion, meeting be adjourned?
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded to adjourn the meeting. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Meeting is adjourned.
Half hour. That's quick.
Check. There's only 3 minutes.
Yeah, I found where he was hiding out. Introduce the kids to the park. That's like it's hidden. Nobody knows. It's a great place. We take the kids over there a lot. And I notice a lot of Chicago people know what's there. They come in and they dump trash in the dumpster.
That's my second home, and I can't afford to go back.
Well, no, I mean, when he brought that up about the ISO.
Or is he just doing that just to try to needle the show that you're not doing anything?
Well, the way he clammed up, I think that was probably the case. And we purposely kept it quiet because,
it takes time to do things.
Well, it takes time to do things, and
I know I saw pictures on Facebook where you're like doing some training. I mean, it's a lot of work.
well, and I put in those dry hydrants. I was keeping up there, all but one of the farmers. Nobody's done anything with the since. They've all talked about it. So now I back up and we're running with that. And man, let me get this done. Yeah, but really, you too.
Yeah, other than venturing into anyone other than
he's got a lot of problems. So maybe he's got genuine interest in the decrease in pipe valve.
Oh yeah, he did kind of bypass the sewer issue.
Yeah. Well, that's probably a good degree, but I can see that making the grass full of behind.
Yeah, I don't like it. Move along and try to do good.
anything that was against the third little flip had going, there was a no vote.
Yeah, I still gotta post that tonight.
Well, yeah, when he brought that up.
What's the underlying reason?
Yeah.
There's parrot around here.
That's the same, isn't it?
Have a good night.
Selection of replacement tires for rebuild. What's up?
I think that was the quickest meeting ever.
Yeah, it's on a battery project. So well, I know that not the normal thing is. Yeah, he was that other army guy that was the, Tom, Bill. He's working out of school. Otherwise, I'm doing it. This is on a football. We need to be in the women's club for yes. What? That Asian dude is, I don't know. I know like normally it's something with the items that you should have like the I think not the way the guy said, well, it's not before. Well, now it's so serious and so like I don't like dark and color or well now I guess so because you don't know you can see it. But there's no real time. There's no real time. So, but if it's dark and tired, it smells like, I don't see it. Yeah, you do need to reach out and that's what they want. Yeah, quickest meeting ever.
Oh, and I asked Joe about the request to come give us a plan on how they want to run it. And Joe just said, well, I got his number, but I don't think I'm the super person.
Is anyone else concerned with that?
Well, they did bring up that the vote is, you know, there is a, coming up soon is the vote for the whole non-homestead 18 and below, but...
Come on, you were doing it just to aggravate. When you play basketball, you don't take and kick the ball.
Michael.
You should have the other basketball right inside there.
Look at me.
Pick up that french fry wrapper. Why would you throw it under the dryer? Put it in the trash.
Hey, there's right there. The green.
The big green things are in the trash. Okay, you need to go home.
Getting chilly. I was getting late too.
What do I need, green? Otherwise I got...
Oh, you need to message Vicky.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen any other comments. I haven't seen any updates. I did a search. Again, today.
Because we got other cream cheese. That Oreo cake thing that Lincoln makes. Over in that. Yeah.
At one time, we did that up here. They changed their... Yeah.
Really need one of those. I think it's been a month now.
So it's tomorrow.
There you go, Wawa. Wait. Oi. Oh, you and I didn't remember. I got to keep this on. We need to talk about dinner on Sunday. I know we're going over there Sunday? Yeah. She's going to about a minute. Might have been last night, she got in the bathtub, and she stood up, and she hit her head on the driveway. So that maybe that happened. Yeah, but that was last night, and she didn't seem to like fall down. It wasn't super hard. Do you stay here or go, Megan? I guess they... Where do they go?
Ooh, your soft one.
I saw a thing on YouTube that was really neat, conscientious poster. Philippines, where people are so poor, they live in basically shanties with just a tin roof. That's it. Dirt floor. So what he's done is just take the soda pop can, like a 20 ounce or 2 liter, fill it with water with a little bleach, and then he just makes a little square, and then puts a bottle halfway through it, and then put adhesive around it, puts half in and half out, and cuts a hole in the roof and puts that there. Sun hits it, it's as bright as a bulb.
They go out, the water hits the bleach, and then it compracts it all over. So all of a sudden these people, because they're like, so dark, they don't have electricity. But it's about almost 700. And they show a picture, and it's bright.
I don't know if there's nothing wrong with
Come on, well, I want to give me my messages.
Well, this might be nice. It feels really good. We got a fire. That's right, we can do the whole garden. That's filled already.
Hey, where's your stuff? There's one or something. Oh, yeah. I wonder if the bulb keeps breaking. Maybe we should spotlight. Because now they're selling LED spotlights.
Are they?
How much?
Yeah, I don't know what they're called. It's bulb up here.
It keeps wiggling. You know, LED lights.
Oh, the one that's mounted to the tower? They're not vibration resistant.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't like vibration.
Okay, Sandy's making ham, potato salad, sweet potatoes, deviled eggs, asparagus, Easter bread, and applesauce.
Wow.
A Boston cream pie and some other desserts.
Jesus Christ.
What
should we bring?
Oh, you don't need to bring anything, she said.
Oh, we gotta bring some.
I know.
Sparkling grape.
I found I've got a raspberry one too, bud.
I just don't put me anywhere near around this mother.
Well, that's not that much. I mean, a ham, deviled eggs. Applesauce will be out of a jar. Mom made more than this stuff all the time. Well, she's making Boston cream pie. Should I take that?
No, that'll be a bit much.
Well, then I could make that other cream, that we can try the Mexican.
Sure.
Megan, you like ham, right? Megan will eat ham. She doesn't need it. Because it says, please tell me if I need chicken fingers. No, she's making ham.
And you like ham.
Yeah. Metal. Yeah. No, the old classic ones.
I've got some rivers on the garage here.
Oh, okay. Covered pasteurized. 2 panels with a bulk heater in it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Chickens would be fine if they weren't so disgusting. It's dusty. And unfortunately, I do fine with the one around the yard now, but I don't think they'd be as good as the ones with the other house or the size of them.
I don't know how to survive that. I think farms are acid like. Put some acid on it.
Oh, these are portable knives,
Sometimes you can find them on sale.
It's really neat to plant if you want to plant your own seeds.
Yeah.
Oh well, good thing I can get it off.
That's one thing to use shipping containers for.
Well, there you go. Well, why not? With all the storage you'll have to do.
Wait, no, actually, we get this in Catalog.
You buy the shipping containers, they'll be fine.
No, they're still on the,
Well, if these containers don't go back to China, where the hell do they all go?
they get sold for storage.
God, they must be.
There's a few companies that will just drop them off.
You see somebody in California building houses. It's
Mm-hmm. What they're doing in Afghanistan. Military bases there, that's,
Well, they're nice enough to do that in Iraq. In Iraq, when we left our largest base there, we just laughed and gave all the shit.
Yeah, packed everything up, packed everything.
Now, it seems like they should have done that open for quotes to have any, scrapper go in there and get whatever they want. No, we'll just let it up.
Yeah.
Thousands of air conditioning units, I mean,
Yeah.
that's bullshit. Flat panel LCD, computers, everything. Now you are supposed to turn it. And that's the big oil button.
Five. And then we just get the cooking meal.
You can already get that with a banana cake. There. But the leaves are cool.
Well, and then you can cook with the leaves. Well, you can do all sorts of things. You wrap them up, wrap foods up with them and grill them. And it works really, really well. It's like, kind of like using foil.
Well, it's a short bamboo. Oh, that's
Or ornamental.
I don't mind that with ornamental. So that's
Oh, you put things on.
bullshit.
That's pretty cool.
That's
Right of it, edge or whatever that area is. I think we should have up there. Why not?
thought you said she did eat something.
Well, yeah, how long ago did you call? Less than an hour.
Like 7:30?
Well, I asked her, she said she wasn't hungry. Okay, we got food in the truck table.
What am I looking up here?
Ooh, maybe we should get this, yeah, passion flower. One of those come after them. It's hard to keep going.
Yummy, yummy. What you watching? That's funny.
What are we watching?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
I haven't seen this was popping up yet.
I'm only asked 40, I think.
Yeah, I've never seen them. Do they do this?
No, that's very pretty.
Yeah, that's neat. Blueprint baby. Long pretty time. 18 to 20 foot long.
18 to 20 foot tall?
18 to 24.
Okay. Holy Christ, no ladder on it.
Well, those were shade for the house, yeah. Should figure out the road school. We're not supposed to do that. That goes so well.
Martha canceled our other order.
It's been less than 10 days.
I don't know what to tell you. They canceled.
Well, that's fine, we'll just reorder it, replace the order. If we do it tomorrow, it should be here on Friday, and
Well, then you.
then what?
Nothing. I don't even know where all of the order is right now.
Okay, well, let's not worry about it tonight.
I just know we're gonna lose one because she wanted the duck by Easter.
I understand that, and if we have it in by Friday, you can have it by Easter. I'll need that.
Why is the duck come?
The guy you talked to yesterday needed some sort of motor or something. Were you able to get that, or did?
Johnny Lane?
Yeah.
The oil pump? It's coming.
Okay.
What's solenoid? Well, when you call, what's her face with Johnstone? What?
No, they're saying that we need to pay in the back order, the 7 when we place 8.
seems kind of silly.
I don't know, there's a phone number here. Mark, did you see this month, if you and your partner are somewhere, they have a thing at Subway before 9 a.m., you get the 6-inch, you get a free 6-inch?
No, I did not.
Yeah, before 9 a.m.
Okay. So go to Subway and get a free 6-inch breakfast sandwich.
Well,
I won't get mine.
yeah, if you buy one,
Oh, okay.
you get one.
Oh,
But
okay.
that means if you two split the cost, it makes pretty cheap breakfast.
You buy a 3-inch.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, apparently they've hired me a new partner.
Really?
Yes.
Why, they figured the old one broke you?
Well, I didn't have it. My old partner retired before I got to play with him.
That just sounds wrong.
So I've been working with a pod since the beginning of the bid. And I found out today they hired me somebody new. Again, not a medic, but...
That stinks.
Well, basically, a basic EMT.
That means Marty's got to pretty much work all the calls, and then he's got to do all the paperwork.
I think there's a reason why I keep getting basics. You know, and it may be my experience level versus, giving basics to, say, a new level 1.
Well, I wish they'd get you in as a trainer, and then you'd make more money doing it. That would have been so cool.
You don't know what kind of funds we have, do you? I have a book with pictures. Oh, a picture book, that's what we need. So you can look and see what kind of funds you have. Check with the crowd against the wall, see what happens. That's that big rod out of the water.
Well, I think the Mexican vanilla extract still over there too.
Oh, yes, it is. It's covered.
Mexican vanilla different from normal vanilla?
Apparently it is. It was inexpensive, so we bought some.
2 8-ounce cans are refrigerated espresso gel. You know, I almost bought the guy, cool, they're not buttering up, are they? Well, all right, then what's the fee? Yeah. So right down?
What's the date?
Oh, I just bought it.
Okay.
They sell, instead of rolling out, they sell in like tubes of those where they're all stored, the sheets.
brands are
Diagram looks all.
I know, you always gotta work wash, so sometimes your Pillsbury's on sale, it's cheaper than mine.
I noticed that was their
It's like the cream cheese today, we bought it because it was cheaper than the Meyer brand. Michael and Megan,
What?
time.
Can we finish this phone in 2 minutes?
No,
It's already pre-recorded.
It's just 2 minutes.
Well,
the time, we gotta go.
We got Michael a purple shirt and a purple pouch. Whoever can copy.
Oh, come on, you messed up, it's not around.
yeah, some notes and moisture.
Wait, yeah, we really got.
I've got something to do.
The babies? Yeah.
Tuxedos.
I know better than that.
White dinner
You're
jackets.
probably gonna be
It was so nice. I'm glad you guys relaxed. You chilled out for a while on cartoons.
Did she, Marty, I was saying about taking the bath, whatever happened to the bath plates, like they used to have back then, do you remember?
Oh.
Cause there was like a Cookie Monster thing mounted on the wall and like stuff, cause she likes to pour water in that.
So, I put in the bathtub, I'm, using the computer over there. About a half hour later, man, you go, no, I'm so good. Well, first she's running. Water's still running. I just told her to turn off. It couldn't be filled anymore.
He had a full bathtub.
So then an hour later, 11 o'clock, Megan, it's time. Let's get it. Okay.
Well, she said from 9 to 11, she was in the tub, that was her.
Was it still warm enough? You gotta give her time. So Megan, you got 5 minutes.
She will do that. Of course,
Well, you could have almost gone swimming in
our
there.
house, somebody took the plug out, the trip plug.
Yeah,
and
I
put
didn't
it
have to put it back in.
That's why I said, did you comb your hair today? No.
What did the police say to the bathtub, man?
One thing I noticed.
Come clean, Bob, you're all washed up.
But area was like, the top of that tree is a hole. Well, some of it is fallen.
Where are you stuck?
So I was trying, the wind was.
Yeah, your view?
I don't know. Don't take the clip off?
Oh, we're gonna do. Yeah, I did similar. Pretty good. And then, you're going to put, and then we're going to put, $20 or $50 coins in there. Five lines, and then over there, you plug your
Dollar coin?
dollar,
Dollar coins, not $50 coins.
Nah, maybe, probably just 20, 50 would be too many.
It doesn't say what kind of fertilizer you use.
Okay, 50.
So I think that.
Pardon me?
I'll take 1000. That'll be 10 million. But yeah, we're gonna have to get those, because I'll have to start on those cards. Did you get any of the garbage bags from the shop yet, or any boxes? Because I can't do anymore until we get next year.
I am not.
Well, one of them I took away because you were misbehaving. Which one? One of them, which I think was the Pokemon one. But I don't know where the other one is. I didn't see it, so.
I have a Pokemon and my cheat code. You know?
What's that?
My cheat code's on the table.
I have no idea what that is.
It's a book. One of my books. It's that cheat code explodes.
I didn't know what that was.
Michelle, what was the stupid song?
What stupid song?
Megan's Dance. Megan doesn't remember it.
I gotta look at that recipe again.
What's the song that Megan Dance you need?
You all ready for this?
Oh, those are like banana peels.
We had heard that. We've thrown a few out. It was kind of silly, but we put banana peels out there. So a cheesecake pie would not be bad in cake if that would. Cheesecake keep on over.
Easy there, Metro.
Here, 9 by 13 inch baking dish. So we probably want to go for our glass baking dish.
That's cool. We have a couple of them. Do we have any here?
I don't know if we're going to glass one or not. I know we've got one. One of those, oh, we've got two actually. Yeah. One without a lid, one with a lid. Hey, where's the clothes you wore yesterday? Did they get washed?
About these here.
No.
They're up there.
We got them.
Oh, those aren't 9 by 13. Oh, up there. Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that'd be a 9 by 13.
Don't. Michael, don't. Megan, go get your book. Sit down. I don't want it.
Oh, that's a little smaller.
Keep your hands to yourself, Michael.
It's like 8 by 12. Do you know, I've got one there. I'll bring it over, because we don't want to make that till Friday anyway. We're going to take it away. Okay, you got your clothes in? You know where you're at?
Really?
Mike, please don't start now. Please? You gotta do your boat sometimes, it's just too much stuff. Too much sugar. There's my girl stuff. You could have worn those today if you wanted. Yeah, I'm okay with it. You're okay with this stuff? Okay. Wait till you see Forge Acres. He's bad. I want to see his nose. I don't find it creepy. Well, it goes, it's kind of creepy.
You can help me spray paint them.
In a section about that big where his skin is dying off. So now, not only on the front leg, side of his neck, but the section about that big on his back, and now he's got the ring around his neck. Poor thing. We're keeping him away from mirrors, otherwise he might just...
Oh, that'll really make him feel bad.
If that poor cat could slowly know, poor Sophie gets anywhere near him, she's like... And the dog just looks like, what the hell happened to you?
I'm thinking of sticking a coax cable up his butt so you can get better reception.
I better be really crappy reception.
Isn't it odd though, with his liver shutting down, it got so bad that his skin started dying away because his body didn't have enough to...
Well, the body chunks blood away to fix other things, and the skin is superfluous.
We were just talking, I guess I'm about behavior.
Let's go put your shoes on.
Not a whole bunch of
Michael and Megan.
Before that, I said, you wanted to see us. By the time I got up there, but there was a
Michael,
You better go home. You better go home.
I told him I appreciate the fact that he'd open up and let me know. Do you find the song?
No, I don't know.
Okay, how about telling Uncle Bud good night, Meg, and thank you. You don't have to know. Well,
I can come down, okay?
Meg,
No hassle.
Megan.
Okay.
So now I'm just going to do
that wrapper needs to go in the trash.
Michelle?
You'd have to watch this one here. How to tell if a cat is pregnant. Get a thermometer.
What do I want you to kiss?
Michael, one more time.
Just think over what I know, Mike. You better. Megan?
Mike!
Except you did it several times. It's got to stop.
Okay.
I'm getting very
There are two of those. Did you give one to Michael?
Yeah, I gave one to Michael. He got the tomorrow, do you want
Thursday. And he's got something to do tomorrow, and then it would give us time tomorrow to call.
Megan told me last night that since you had a movie night, we wanted to have a movie night last night.
Yeah.
She stayed awake past 9 o'clock. Michael's movie, well, Megan said that last night was our movie night since Michael had a movie night.
Right.
Well, Michael's movie night, he's zoned out by 9 o'clock.
She probably stayed away.
She was up till midnight when I said, Megan, I'm too tired, I'm going to bed.
That's my girl. And then she goes, yeah, I had to wake him up.
No, I came in here and then I dozed on the,
Yeah,
and I wake up, she's
woke him up. She goes, I said, did you have a good time with him? But after I woke him up. That blue raspberry airhead, that was almost the deciding factor on the
you need to enter the kids in the drawing, Michelle.
Okay.
Lunchables, it's good for,
What do you get?
maybe a trip to the White House or the Liberty Bell or,
Did you get a tour? Come here, Meg.
it's a contest, so if you win, but it's
You get a tour
month.
from the White House?
Yeah.
We're tour, I want to meet the president.
No, seriously, don't. It is too busy, but it'd be cool. Or they also, the Liberty Bell or the Statue of Liberty, all these different things. If you win.
I want to win.
It's worth entering.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And maybe get to see a pool.
You know, if you guys get a lot of people to buy that one, do you ever just send in the things for the Publishers Clearinghouse that come in the mail?
They haven't come in the mail. I've sent it online.
The one to win $5,000 a week for life?
Yeah.
Boy, that would be nice.
That was going on for the longest time, and you get all this crap mail in there. But
I just open them up, stick on what I need
I
to do, and
sent it
mail it in.
online.
Okay, come on.
Okay, Mike.
I've got baby here, I've got
Megan.
your bag, let me take
Megan,
this
quick.
off.
Megan, do you know who the game was?
No, I'm not sure.
Well, I don't know.
Hey, I love you. I'm flying this like your rainbow. If you'll take my last copy.
If you'll do what?
Yeah. You know where I was on today?
Someone's scratching their own neck here.
That's a nice sight.
Okay, well, you'll have to go without your hamburger. How about good night?
Good night, Papa.
Good night, sweetie.
You got this.
No, I don't want
Are you done?
to. Trash, Harry.
Your tongue now matches your sweatshirt.
Good night. I got to see you today.
Good night.
And guess what, Mom?
What, baby? Oh, Uncle Bud must love you. Is this the new?
Yes, in the format. No, leave them here. Yeah, leave them here so when they come over there. We don't need them at home. Good night.
Yeah, I know.
Mad and you know it.
Oh,
Did you brush your fingers?
guys, go outside. Go outside. I don't want to hear it.
Find my little post. First I have to finish my water.
We have water at home. Is this so it looks like that their paper's all filled if you go to smaller paper?
And smaller print.
More convenient.
Just a different format. And much smaller print.
Come on.
Hey, guys. Hey, put your glass away. Megan. Oh, I'll get it. I got it. No, I got it.
Oh, wait.
Alright. They're dirty in here.
They're dirty.
Yeah, everything dirty. Hey, make sure. I find it easier to ask. Good night.
Night, Marty. Good luck tomorrow.
No, not a problem. The trouble for you. Quiet now.
Stupid bank checks, they don't scan well, I don't think.
What is that?
We've got that stupid security background.
No way on
No?
Uncle Bud. Uncle Bud? Remember that one time when we went to the movies? It was in my pocket. In the seat.
Okay.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
You're going to use a half a cup of baby oil. I already have in the bowl here. And then a few drops of the lemon extract.
She's not going to rub baby oil on herself, is she? Please, I know.
Pretty big girl.
I have my furniture polish. And you can just dab your dry rag in and polish over the top of any wood furniture that you have.
What kind of oil did
It
you
smells
say?
good and it looks good. Homemade furniture wash. This is, I think, the best thing because the baby oil.
The baby oil.
Really seep into the wood and make it a nice polish.
Homemade. Saturday came down.
Yeah, I'm getting really annoying. Well, he did that.
It's the front, but it's not on there.
County guy, Hanson is there.
Oh, good.
Projected, the county will have a projected $1 million deficit next year. So one thing that they wanted to do was, one judge retired, and they said, well, and the current number of judges were able to pick up the slack with the one guy gone, so they wanted to say, well, we don't need to replace it.
I'm sure it's a couple $100,000.
150,000 between him and the clerk. Well, don't you know, the judges said no. Well, the local one said yes, the state said no, you have to.
No, the judges are pretty powerful.
The local one said it's okay.
Well, that's so they can all just do the highlight.
Prosecutors were not in favor of it because the prosecutors end up being a judge. But the local judges said this is fine. So, nope, well, prosecutors.
Well, that's what, yeah.
What else was there? The county assessor, recorder of deeds.
We want to merge that.
Well, I guess out of the 80-some counties, 30-some already have, and a few have, and they're looking at still going ahead. They've been able to do, I would say about 50 grand a year.
Oh!
But the judges, can you believe that shit?
Yeah, I do that shit.
But it's not the judges, it's the prosecutors, because that's what they end up being.
The state says too.
But, it seems like the local says, hey, it's okay, as long as you keep up, people aren't waiting, delay of trials and all that. Oh, no. And then there's a suggestion to have all criminal cases in Pawpaw instead of South Haven, Pawpaw. That's the driving of defendants from the jail and shit would save about $100,000. Transportation times off. No, they shot that idea.
All right.
Wow.
Really much fertilizer. Not much about fertilizer, okay.
I'm hungry. They tell you that Facebook showed me a credit.
Yeah.
$1 billion company, they can afford 10 cents.
Okay, this one says they don't need any fertilizer.
I know next to the hot tub, there's some that pop up and then they go away real quick.
Yeah.
And those are supposed to be shade ones. The whole, I don't know what happened to that ground, that whole shade area, nothing, a few hostas are popping up.
Mm-hmm. On that one little golf thing.
Oh yeah, that one is surviving. The rest of the crap out there though.
Well, there's something coming up now, it's some leaky looking things popped up.
In the front, there's a few that pop up, they die off. There's some hostas, but right up against the wheel well, there's some that still be, which is those, and then those up there.
Forget the front. What else is I going to look at? I don't know.
What was that, a cayenne, what juice was it? Yeah, that's on his own.
We gotta dig the bulbs for winter storage.
Oh, it does?
That's what it says.
Don't forget that.
Yep, you're right. Don't wanna do that.
No.
There's a couple things you should do.
I don't know, the berry one might be good. Horseradish. Did you find that?
I tried that once. Let's try it again though. See what it gives.
Dig in spring or fall when you're after planting the ground.
I should get some of that tried again. Fertilizing horseradish, that's what I need.
And honeyberry.
How can I keep that fertilizing there?
Huh?
Fertilizing instead of ferns, how to get rid of that?
Just highlight fern.
Just hit the button?
Yeah, or start hitting delete and it'll go over the, you need to look at the end, or the blinking cursor is. Right. I need backspace, upper right hand corner of the main.
Oh, backspace.
Yeah, delete sucks it in, because backspace goes bad.